What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Monet, and we are locked in. You seen the thumbnail. Will 2-Bit return? What do we know about 2-Bit? He's the most loyal person that you've seen on this Power series. He was in Tommy's crew. He had to get rid of Spank. He had to do a few things. But also, we know in season 1 of Power Book 2, he showed up and he helped Tariq out. So Tariq owes him. And one thing we know about 2-Bit, he's not going to let something get swept up under the rug. He's going to get back what he's owed. So before we jump into this, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button is the easiest thing you can do. Now we know 2-Bit, him and Spanky was a part of Tommy's crew. And I told you, he's one of the most loyal people. So let's break this down and see if 2-Bit is actually going to return in season 2 of Power Book 2. What we know right now is 2-Bit showed up in season 1 to actually get some things from Tariq. But it turned out he ended up having to protect Tariq away from Kane. We know that Kane sent the guy to try to set Tariq up and get him killed at the school. 2-Bit actually drowned him. So the reason we haven't seen 2-Bit as of right now is because he had to go on a run. With that body being on the school campus, the block is high, so he can't really be involved with Tariq at this point. We know that he's held it down. He went into jail. He's never mentioned anybody's name. Well, there was one point where, he was kind of trying to get himself out, but Spanky was the one that actually snitched, and you already know what happened with that. So 2-Bit, he's had a hiatus, but there are details that are coming out that show that he might show up in season 2 of Power. On cheatsheet.com, they actually have an article on if 2-Bit is going to be in Power Book 2 season 2. Now, we've seen him in season 1, and we know what he had to do to try to get some things from Tariq because Ghost kind of set him up. So he's saying, hey, look, Tariq, I'm going to need this from your dad or I'm going to be on your tail. So with the murder and everything happening, he had to leave out. Now, here it says there's a speculation of him appearing in the second season. IMDb also gives him credit for being in this. So I went over to that and we actually see him here. Michael J. Ferguson, 2-Bit. It says he's in 3 episodes from 2020 to 2022. 2-Bit. In 2022, he's going to be in an episode called What's Free. Now, I went and looked up the actual listing of the episodes that are going to be in the next Power once we get back from the break. And it says episode 6, What's Free, January 9th, 2022. Now, this information could be wrong, but if it isn't, we will see 2-Bit in the next episode. I don't know how that's going to play out with 2-Bit being out and Tariq's in jail because he doesn't really have a connection with anybody else on the show as far as him being able to get something to extract it from Tariq, from Ghost, because, that's all in the trust that he can't get until he finishes college. Now, a lot of people are saying 2-Bit, he may show up, but then again, he may not. We may not see him until February 6, 2022, when Power Book 4, Force, starring Tommy, comes out. We know that Tommy's leaving New York City. We've seen Monet put a gun to the back of his head. Now, for 2-Bit, he always thought maybe Tommy was the one that set him up, but we know that wasn't what really happened. So he may run into Tommy before Tommy leaves. We've seen Tommy actually packs up from New York. He goes to Chicago. So it would be more realistic for 2-Bit to show up and have a bigger role within Tommy's book. Maybe they link up and they do some business. But as of right now, we really don't know. One thing we know for sure, if 2-Bit does show back up, he's going to give the Tejada family a lot of trouble because his investment is Tariq. We know the Tejada family, well, Monet is deeply invested in Tariq. And I don't think Kane really wants any problems with 2-Bit. So if he does show back up, that could be big problems because 2-Bit is really about that life. Kane, he's in the game a little bit, but he ain't really built for it like he thinks he is. Not with 2-Bit. There you go. You guys let me know. Do you think 2-Bit is actually going to return? We see that he's in one episode, at least the next one that's coming up, but we aren't for sure until January. So let me know what you guys think. And would you like to see 2-Bit as a reoccurring role on this season or maybe season 3 and definitely in Power Book 4 of Force? I'm Monet. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.